10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
The sophisticated, smooth operator.
Unless you forget your manners.
Podcaster extraordinaire.
We are the Grizzly.
We don't play games, we don't sugarcoat. If you can't take it, you shouldn't have never walked through the door. Grizzly maulings take place weekly. And as long as you keep it sophisticated, you won't be the next victim.
What's going on, everybody, and welcome to the Sophisticated Grizzly. I'm your humble host, Mr. De'Aris Teddy, and on screen we have at the top the commander-in-chief of the Grown Man Click podcast, Mr. Mass Creator himself, uninvited guest. That's what I'm talking about.
Like that.
And at the bottom we have our resident OG of the OG squad, my man Bass. What's going on, brother?
Bass?
That's you, brother. That's you. Uh-oh. Oh, we got that. What's that say?
Dr. King.
Dr. King. That's right. That's right.
I have a dream.
I have a dream. Yeah. You know what? I have a dream. I do. I really do. I have a dream, everybody. I have a dream that one day the Ravens head coach will buy new glasses. I have a dream that one day the Ravens head coach will stop lying to us in the media. I have a dream that one day this man will stop trying to act like we don't see with our own eyes what's actually going on the field. I have a dream to not see the number 77 ever again in a Ravens uniform. I don't give a damn if it's 77 on defense. I don't give a damn if it's a man that's 77 years old. I don't want to see him in a Ravens uniform, no damn. I don't want to see that number 77 anymore because that number 77 has done nothing to this point but cause problems, pain, and injury. This is all I've seen. This is all we've seen. But to get into that, how about we get into our first segment of the day? Ravens Talk, everybody. Let's get busy. Let's get it. All right, we are back. We're about to get into this Ravens conversation. Mr. John Cohen, what's going on, man? How you doing? Welcome into the podcast. Ladies and gentlemen, family on screen, we have a serious problem with the Baltimore Ravens because not even Pro Football Focus could even lose focus on exactly what the hell you seeing on screen when you're looking at this man. So I'm getting ready to show a clip. It's this young brother who actually has he has a page on YouTube and he has a page over on TikTok. So you see his name pop up on the video. Make sure you go follow him. He's funny, but he really starts to break down football. And this is how I actually got a chance to see exactly what we've been talking about from day one. But he got it to a point to where you can really see that either Daniel Fa'alele, I don't want to call that man an idiot because he did go to college. I believe he may have a degree of intelligence. I just don't think he has any serious athletic ability. But when you watch this video, you'll see exactly what I'm talking about. So let's go ahead and roll this one and tell me what you think in the back end.
Something not right, bro. Something not. I can't do it. I can't do it. I can't. This is. Listen. It's not a lot of things that can piss me off, but this right here is one of them. Look at Falala. Look at my right guard. Falala. Listen, I'm not one to call people out. Ravens, check on Falala. Check his computer. Check his phone. He gotta be betting. He gotta be betting. He has to be. There's nobody on this earth. Listen, right guard is not that hard to play. All you gotta do is just put your hand. You literally let him through. You let him through. You actually brushed him off, telling him, get off me. And then he gonna look back. You have to be betting. You have to be. There's no way. You're the biggest thing out there. There's nobody that, listen, and I know I'm not, listen, I know, Grandma, because I know I'm not in the NFL. Right guard is not that hard for him to be looking like this on film. He's doing it on purpose. He'll get what, first of all, get him all hurt to see what happens. Bro, he gonna get somebody hurt. How, first of all, you crossed his face. He crossed your face. The number one blocking assignment, inside first, hands up second, linebacker third. Unless somebody crossed your face, then that's your man. He crossed your face. First of all, and look at the tackle. Who are you going for? Who are you going for right there? What's your assignment right there? I gotta know. There's nobody in sight. Nobody. If 70 is getting this linebacker, if 70, look at how you 70. What you? I don't know. I don't know what they got going on. Grandma, both of them, 70 and 70, don't know what they got going on. They Ravens. Listen, go look at Butterfield. But Butter play that right guard. Listen. Butter can play that right guard. I put my hands on something. They need to get checked. FBI something. They're betting. They have to be. There's nobody in this world that bad at their position at the highest level. It can't be. Especially playing the line. They're letting them through. I can see if they was just getting bulldozed or they was just getting finessed. They're letting them through. Ravens, look them up. Something has to change because this is piss poor.
My man's name is Butter IMB. Go check out his page. But y'all saw that.
Yeah.
He went right past that dude.
So what was he trying to say?
I believe what was being said. First of all, Miss J, what's going on? Welcome into the podcast.
Hey, Jay.
Stop you to say hey because I'm on an adventure right now.
Oh, okay.
I swear this man stressed me out, y'all.
Don't kill
On
him.
the truck and lost it once already.
Oh, you done flipped out?
Huh?
You done flipped out already?
The screw toward the aluminum. So the truck, we going forward, the other one was going backwards. I'm like, oh shit.
Oh, y'all be careful out there, man.
It's always an adventure. I'm gonna definitely have a story next podcast.
Oh, okay. Let me take that. Yeah. So once again, everybody, I know because I know you're not a big football fan, but if you just watched that clip, you even saw that how he just let that guy through.
Yeah, like he just there.
Right.
He just showed up. He ain't really work. He just showed up.
I think he was looking to stand. Somebody hit a hot dog on it, and he was going towards the hot dog because
not going towards a hot dog.
He was like,
"Well, let me get some mustard on that." Well, oh shit, I'm playing a game.
But that's every week. And then Harbaugh had the nerve to say, "I think they're playing absolutely phenomenal." Like, bitch, are you senile now?
I think he talking about the other game, bro.
He talking about double people. He talking about double people. Let me tell you, John Harbaugh is not blind. He knows what he got, but he's seen in practice that that's all he got. And sometimes you can't fix what you got. I mean, sometimes, you look at the Jets. We playing them next. Some things can't be fixed because you don't have the money to go and get somebody to replace them.
Let me say this, bro. There's absolutely no way in hell I can be convinced that nobody on that team is better than Daniel Falele. I believe Eric DeCosta can get out there and block better than Daniel Falele. I personally believe that the dude that fixes the equipment can get out there and block better than Daniel Falele. At least he would have stood there in front of the guy. All he had to do was stand there in front of the guy. That's it. Oh, Jay had to roll out, everybody, but we will see her the next time. Thank you for popping in, Miss J.
I think the football talk was too exciting for her.
I thought Helga was a football fan. Moving ahead.
Call it J. Helga.
Oh God. You know what? What's up, my man? Rich Hunt is in the building, everybody. But yeah, man, that shit right there. But I watched in that last game, and this is just one of the things that I saw. I could not find a clip. I scoured the internet. I watched Myles Garrett.
Oh my God.
In that game. He pushed Ronnie Stanley and what's his name? Voorhees. Both of them into Lamar. One man pushed these 300 and something pound men into Lamar. Now Myles Garrett, I know weight usually probably don't make that much of a difference, but we're talking about over 600 pounds against 275. Myles Garrett is 275 pounds, and he pushed 300-pound men who's supposed to be setting their feet, and he pushed them both into Lamar Jackson.
JB, can you touch on
wrong with Ronnie? Something went wrong with Ronnie this season.
Yeah, I think Ronnie's hurt.
Ronnie playing on that bad ankle because Ronnie had the lowest sack rate in the league, especially and that's last year.
Right. Just last year we had like the top line. That's why Lamar had 4,000 yards and 40-something touchdowns.
Yeah.
So I think we only got sacked. I was watching Engraven. Shout out to Engraven. That's another one, guys, you might want to go check out.
Last year. And I think he got sacked like 23 times last year, and we're already at that point, and it's still 8 games to go.
Yeah.
He got sacked 5 times this week. Myles Garrett alone. I'm like,
Myles Garrett had 4 sacks, bro.
4.5.
Right, because you got in on the head. So here's my thing. At what point does pride step into play? Forget about actual skill.
3 games ago.
But that's the thing, man. First of all, after the second sack,
any social media at all. His wife and his family told him, don't turn on the TV, don't go to your phone. You need to play Atari. You don't need to go anyway, because even if you see your rating on Madden, you're gonna be upset.
Right.
He can't even watch regular channel TV because they cussing his ass out.
Man, look, Daniel Falele right now in Baltimore, I don't even think he could go to a restaurant without getting cussed the fuck out.
He ain't getting.
Now, me personally, I'm not gonna run up on him. That's a big motherfucker. Don't run up on him now. Now, don't act. Now, here's the thing. He may not be able to play offensive line very well, but he's 6'8", 370. Don't run up on him.
Guess what?
Now, he's Polynesian. He might whip your ass now.
No, he won't. All you gotta do is step to his left and cross his face, and he'll miss you.
Yeah, he'll miss you. He ain't gonna see shit. He ain't gonna be able to get to you. He ain't gonna put his hands on.
You just hit his ass in the butt.
Like he just unfortunately, and I don't like to shit on people, but I'm gonna do this
because he heavy-footed as shit.
Bro, he looks like an oaf.
Yeah,
he looks like an oaf. And I usually, I don't really like to speak about, I played football, so I understand that it's a sacrifice to that. I haven't played it on his level. Hell, I ain't even played it on the college level. But I understand even on all level, there's a sacrifice that you have to make to play this game. So I understand that he's sacrificing his time, his body, all of that stuff. But my thing about it is even if you don't have the talent, where's the effort? Even if the talent is not there, the effort is more lacking than anything. Like, I know they keep saying, well, these guys keep working after they work for hours after practice. If that's the shit that is available after hours after practice, sit your ass down. That means you are getting no better. You're actually getting worse, and you are going to get these men hurt. That's like I'm not even so worried about the stats and all that other dumb shit. I'm talking about Lamar missed practice again today. He missed another practice today. Lamar's still hurt.
Or something? Is that what it is?
I think it may still be that hamstring. I think it might still be the hamstring. I think he's still kind of like getting in there and nursing it because if you notice, he had some takeoff lanes last week and he didn't take them. So I think he only ran like what, once or twice in that entire game.
He had like 5 rushes, but he only had 1 for a substantial gain. The one up the for the
so it's just like when you look at, he doesn't look like he's all the way healed. And if you're going to not be all the way healed and you're playing behind an offensive line with a guard that does shit like what we just saw on film. I mean, that guy, he literally passed that guy past like they got a some kind of collusion going on. Now, of course, I'm not going to be no conspiracy theorist and say that they do have one going on, but at the same time, is your vision bad? Did you not recognize that was an orange jersey? Do you just think all black people look the same? I don't know what the hell it is, but I'm sitting here watching this man, and we've been watching him for weeks, but this is proof. We just saw it. He let that man cross his face. That's a rule. Like, if I'm a running back, I played running back. If I watch a linebacker, a defensive tackle, a safety, anybody with a free run towards my quarterback, whatever assignment I had goes out the window because that free runner has to be stopped, which means that the first level didn't catch him. And even if I haven't been put in the position to be the blocker, because I'm watching the field, you're supposed to have an entire peripheral vision to see the whole field. If I'm watching the field and I see this free runner, now if he's coming from my backside, I can't see him. So there's nothing I can do about him. But if he's right here if he's on the left side and I'm off to the off tackle on left side, I see him. I'm going to catch him. I'm going to hit him. I'm going to block him. He may run my ass over, but that might be just long enough for my quarterback to get away or get rid of the ball. But what I saw is that was the handoff to Derrick Henry. And so before Derrick Henry could get a head of steam, the defensive tackle was already standing right there in his lap. And Faalele, as you can see, is just standing around looking and shit. Looks just standing there looking. No hustle, no nothing. And it's like I'm watching Harbaugh. And this is why I blame him. Because it's his choice who goes out on that field. And I know a lot of people say, well, he may have worse. Bullshit. Bullshit. If you have worse, then, sir, you are just a horrible evaluator of football players. That means that you don't know how to pick players for shit. If you got somebody worse than what we just saw, come on. I know it's Eric DeCosta picking him. I know it's EDC picking him. But at the same time, Harbaugh makes the choice.
Yeah, but
who goes on field.
So if he putting Faalele on the field,
there's no way, bro. I refuse to believe
you think that Ben Cleveland is better than Faalele.
No. First of all, I think Ben Cleveland is probably one of a sleeper guard, number one. But even if he's not better than Daniel Faalele, there are 4 other linemen. 4 other linemen that we can pick from sitting on that bench. Number 1, Emory Jones. That's one. Now he's a rookie. He's coming back from injury. He's fully healthy now. He's been practicing fully with the team now. Now, yeah, he didn't have any kind of off season or nothing. But, dude, there's no way that you tell me that Emory Jones would have missed that block the way that Daniel Fowler. He literally let that man cross by his shoulder like he wasn't even there.
Well, I'm not up on Emory because I didn't watch his college games. So
Yeah, he was like that.
I cannot tell you what he was like. So but
was,
have you ever thought of this?
Mm-hmm.
Lele through these games that we know we're gonna win, and saving Emory for the run.
Bro, what? But do you want us to get that limp in there though? Do you want us to limp in there? Because that's the thing. One of them gonna get hurt, bro. You can't sacrifice your $200 and something million quarterback, for the chance that one of those hits on him may not take him out.
Yeah,
because them guys is coming at him. And Myles Garrett slung Lamar the other. He slung him.
Mm-hmm.
He slung him. I've never seen Lamar off his feet unless he was jumping over some shit. You know what I mean? My man Groovy Lou, what's up, bro? How you feeling, man? Welcome into the Grizzly. But I have never seen Lamar off his feet unless he was jumping over something. But I watched Myles Garrett go through two offensive linemen, one being Daniel Fatalele, and flinging his ass. If he flung Lamar, he's going to get him hurt, bro. He's going to get him hurt. Or he's going to get Henry hurt.
He's going to get him hurt again.
Again. He's going to get hurt. Now, I'm not saying Voorhees is any better, but I'm looking at the actual tape on Daniel Faalele. We just watched that man let that man come through the line. Yeah. We just watched it. And I'm sitting here like, you betting? You got to deal with Satan? Something happening here. I don't know what the hell's happening. I don't know what the hell going on, but he's going to get our main guys hurt. So the thing is, I don't want it to be a situation where we have to use Keaton Mitchell and Justice Hill as our primary backs because Derrick Henry got hurt because Faalele is not blocking well. Because Derrick Henry, let's not forget, he's a prime athlete, but he's 31.
Yeah.
Playing a violent ass game for the last 10 or 11 years. He's a big power back. And he's used to having lanes and holes where he can just sprint up the sideline. Now, I ain't never seen Derrick Henry had to do ground and pound like this. Now, I'm not saying he can't do it because apparently he's able to do it because he still ran for 103 yards last week. But I'm also, a lot of people say, well, you see that one block Faalele made and Derrick Henry got 50-something. Yeah, one block out of the whole damn game. Did you see the 5 sacks? Did you see the 13, 14, 27 pressures on Lamar? Did you see the lanes that kept closing up behind Fatalele's ass as well? Because he could not. You notice Derrick Henry's running more to Ronnie Stanley's side. He's not even running behind Faalele like that. Now, even when they pull, Faalele's not fast enough to pull. His feet are too slow. He doesn't have any wiggle. He's not really athletic. He has no bend at all. Especially if you've ever watched football, once a defensive tackle gets his hands up in here in your chest, you lost.
Yeah.
You lost. That's why most of the time you see offensive line, they keep their hands here. They keep it just like that because they're trying to make sure that you don't get in their chests. Because the last thing you want to do is get on the outside of them pads because next thing you're gonna hold, especially if they're quick enough so that you're gonna hold, so you're gonna get called for holding. So you want to stay on the pads or on the chest. But if you got a defensive line, say we got somebody like, thank God, Quinnen Williams is with the Cowboys now because we playing the Jets next week. If Quinnen Williams was still on the Jets, do you understand the kind of pain Lamar would have been in by the Thursday game we got to play right after that? Because we play again on Thursday, on Thanksgiving.
Who we playing?
Is it Cincinnati?
Cincinnati Bengals. So
with Joe, he can throw Flacco.
Yeah, with Joseph.
We got Joe Statue over there throwing for 400 and something yards, 4 and 5 touchdowns.
Now, me personally, I think he would have been a better choice than Cooper Rush to come in as our backup. Me personally, that's just me.
But you don't ever do that.
Yeah,
He ain't Joe too proud to do that.
shit, man. You think Joe wouldn't have taken the opportunity to bring his ass back to Baltimore if he had it? They didn't ask him.
Right.
They didn't. I would have asked him.
It's sort of a like Joe can't come back to Baltimore till he retires.
I'd have brought Joe Flacco back here so damn fast. Sometimes I look at Joe Flacco, he might be a good luck charm. Maybe we can't win another one unless he's just at least sitting in the stands or some shit. Like we just need Joe in the building. Joe, come back in the building. Not with them damn bungles though. Especially with spitting ass Chase. What do you think? He a camel? I ain't spitting on people and shit.
And then he lying about it. I ain't spit on that man. If I wanted to spit on that man, it wouldn't have hit the ground. What? So you did spit? I ain't say that.
we saw it, dog. We all saw you spit on that man. And here's the thing. Jalen Ramsey is not he's not one of my favorite people. I love his game. Love his confidence. Have to say that. Sometimes I think he can be just a bit much. But I would never want to silence or diminish his game. Jalen, play like you play. Yeah, you on the Steelers, not a big fan of them. But, of course, that means nothing to me when it comes to the game of football. He is a football player, and I am a fan of football. But what I'm not a fan of is disgusting things like spitting on a grown-ass man and thinking that you're going to get away with it. Jalen Ramsey had every right to fire off on his ass.
Yeah,
every right to fire off.
Nobody has went after Jalen for what he did after they saw what Jamar did. Because that's just something you don't do to another grown man.
That reminded me. Right. That reminded me of when Bill Romanowski spit. I forget whose face he spit in back in the day. It may have been Shannon. No, he was on the team with Shannon. He was a Bronco at that time. Bill Romanowski spit in somebody's face. I cannot remember, and I have hated his ass ever since. Mm-hmm. Now he was, in my opinion, Bill Romanowski is as far as skill goes, one of the more underrated linebackers in the NFL.
Right.
But I think as a person, as a human, he's just trash. Piece of shit. Because you don't spit in somebody's fucking face because you upset. You're a grown-ass man. You can handle your you're literally on the field playing a game where you can just be violent and not get arrested. Why are you spitting? Just catch him on the next play.
And something was up because if you saw the game, because I watched the game, did you notice that that Tomlin was actually holding his arms out and telling people not to go on the field? And he wouldn't have been if it was something where Ramsey was up. Ramsey had done something wrong, and he thought about it. He would have been in Ramsey's face.
Oh yeah, Tomlin. Look, I have a lot of respect for Mike Tomlin.
He must have told Tomlin, "This spit on
my
me."
face. Yeah,
he was trying to hold back the whole Steelers team, and nobody going to go past their coach. That's an automatic mention. So once he put his arms up, you saw him. His eyes big as shit as they always are. He was putting his arms out.
Stay back. Don't do it.
Now, did this happen this weekend?
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, I didn't
so
watch
Jamar Chase is number one on the Cincinnati Bengals, and Jalen Ramsey is number 5 for the Pittsburgh Steelers. Of course, Jalen was, I guess, locking up Jamar Chase for the most of the game. I don't think Jamar had the kind of game that he wanted. Locked him down.
Just for like 36 yards.
Yeah, so he locked him down the whole game. So him and I think Joey Porter Jr. locked him down the whole game. And so you know Ramsey, he talks shit. He's a shit talker. That's who he is. He's been that since he was in college. Yeah. He's going to be that. If you know you're going to play against Jalen Ramsey, just be prepared and have a chin strap ready because he is about to be a long ass day.
And but he's a physical
he's a big corner. Yeah, that's a big ass corner. That's a big guy, man. Like real shit. Like if you've never really paid attention, you look at Jalen Ramsey. He's damn near the height of the tight ends, and he's almost as big as a safety. So if he wanted to play strong safety, he could. You know what I mean? So that's a big guy.
Them feet. He still got them feet.
Still got them feet. He still got that hip. Still got that those hips. He still got that bend. He can turn it. Yeah. So he still got it. Apparently he does because Jamar Chase figured it out. And so instead of getting your get back during the game, in between the lines, whistle to whistle, kind of like Odell did back in the day. Even though Odell went crazy against what's his name? What's his name? I cannot think of his name. Josh Norman. Well, him and Josh Norman was going at it. Here's the sad part about it is, and Josh, please forgive me. I know you ain't gonna watch this podcast, but if somebody send this to you, please forgive me. But I only remember Josh Norman just now as one of the people who Derrick Henry stiff-armed from the field to the sidelines.
Mm-hmm. He did that again this weekend too.
Oh yeah, he did.
He got somebody. All you saw was them going into their own bench.
Feet. You should never see a grown man's feet in the air. His feet all in the air. Just bam.
What you say?
But just feet. Just both of them. Because I can see with one foot in the air and the other one's planted, but you're just going backwards. When somebody got both of your feet in the air, yeah, you got pushed.
Damn.
You got pushed and shoved, my friend.
What's my boy Randy Moss? You got mossed.
Yeah, you got mossed. Yeah, no, you got Henried.
You got
Henry. That's bad, boy. So, because it's just like, but just to close out the segment on this one, I understand as a coach, you have to be supportive of your guys. You got to support your players. I get it, but isn't Lamar Jackson one of your players? Isn't Derrick Henry one of your players? Does it not matter to protect them? And JB, your point is absolutely valid, and I pray to God that it's wrong. But if everybody else on the team is worse than Daniel Fa'alele, we should stop playing for the rest of the year and figure this shit out. Because if everybody else on that bench is what I'm gonna tell you right now, I have at least 5 snaps in me that'll be better than what the hell Fa'alele did. Now they're gonna kill my ass after the 4th snap, but I'm gonna get up on the 5th snap just off of GP alone. They gonna murder me on the 5th snap. But to the 2 snaps, they not getting to Lamar. 2 of them snaps, they not getting to Lamar. And the rest of the damn time, y'all need to call somebody in because I'm 52. I can't keep doing this shit.
Yeah, JB,
but
yeah.
I don't have no look. I'm 68. Only snaps I got is a box of ginger snaps in the kitchen.
Okay. But you know what? This is the whole idea. It's like only 2 changes were made on our line from last year to this year. And the drop off is exponential. So there's no way a Harbaugh could do that. It could have predicted that. There's no way that Eric Acosta could have predicted that. He thought bringing in the people that he brought in was just going to solidify a line that already proved that they could block somebody who could throw for 4,000 yards and run for almost 1,000 with almost $2,000 yard back. But but Harbaugh can't go to the podium. And you've seen what happened when coaches have done this. They've lost the locker room and they lost the respect of their team when they call players out.
Yeah. And I don't expect him to do that.
You cannot. And so what he's probably saying to Fa'alele and what the line coaches are saying to him behind closed doors is probably everything we saying right now. But
here's my problem.
Not going to hear about it till he's left the team, and it was like, yo, they was yelling at his ass the whole practice. He just couldn't get that shit. You're not going to hear the bad until they're gone.
Well, here's my problem, and I get that, and honestly, you right on point with that. If he did that in public, I would lose all respect for him because you don't do that to your players. But sit his ass down.
Unless
sit him down.
Alternative.
But there's no JB. It is impossible. It's impossible to say that nobody on that line. Matter of fact, let me go ahead real quick since we
if Ozzy Osbourne is Ozzy Osbourne.
Ozzy Newsome.
You know, he played for the other team.
Yeah. If Ozzy Newsome is up in the owner's box, Eric DeCosta is on the sideline, John Harbaugh and all the O-line coaches are watching, and they're there at practice, and they like, John, I feel for you, bro, but Nah, you can't put that other guy in because I think it'll be even worse.
So here's the thing. Corey Bullock. You don't think he's going to be better?
I don't
Corey
know.
Bullock. Okay.
I don't know.
Ben Cleveland.
No.
These are who we got available.
But Ben Cleveland would not be better. Ben Cleveland is a brick.
You know what? Guess what? It's better than being a turnstile.
No, I'm saying he ain't going to move. They not just going to cross his face. They going to be doing 360 turns around him. Everything. He's sedentary. He doesn't move.
We have Emory Jones.
Don't know. The class is still out on that one because we haven't seen him in a continuous regular season role yet.
Now we've seen what we needed to see from Joe Noteboom. Just cut his ass. He's old.
He should have been in that movie, The Notebook, but he shouldn't have been on the football field.
I see what you did, sir. I see what you just did.
That was pretty cool, JB.
I see what you did. We have Carson Vincent. Now I would not say put Carson Vincent in there. He's very raw, very raw. Now we also now of course Voorhees is starting now and he's horrible as well. Let's see. Now we have some guys. Kenyon Green. We have him on the practice squad. He's a 4-year veteran.
And what's his name's on the practice squad too.
So we have also Gerard Lichton or whatever. I don't know your name.
Too, right?
Yeah, that's number 78.
He's a rookie.
Yeah, he's a rookie. Yep. We also have Jared Penning, who's also a rookie. Let's see. So those that's at least how many offensive linemen did I name? That about 6 or 7 of them?
5, 6.
Oh, yeah. So that's who you're telling me out of all of those guys,
they telling you by who they putting on that field.
That's a black ass lie. There's no way that you telling me that man is better than the rest. First of all, he's in his second year of learning how to play guard.
Mm-hmm.
His first year was last year. He's in his second year. So he's still learning the guard position. You're telling me that men who I just named on that list who are already guards,
mm-hmm.
who played guards in college, he's better than them? That's a black ass lie. You just don't want to be wrong.
I'm not telling you.
No, he just don't want to be wrong, bro.
Who, me?
But no. John Harbaugh, he don't want to be wrong because this is a failed project. It's a failed project.
But this is the whole idea. Eric DaCosta, and you know that GMs do this. They go, you can't put that man out on the field anymore. Sit his ass down. John cannot go against Eric DaCosta and Ozzie Newsome and the owner if they tell him to sit somebody down.
Well, they'll never do that. That's the thing, Eric DaCosta, and that's one thing I do respect about DaCosta and Newsome.
Guy, he can drop down on the roster food chain. Eric has that power.
But he'll never do that. That's the thing. Him and Ozzie and what's the name? Bisciotti, Steve Bisciotti, they are hands off. Once they pick the team, they don't bother with Harbaugh. They let him make all of the personnel decisions and everything. They really don't do. They don't do that. Now, if they did do that, that would, in my opinion, if at any point as a GM I have to come to you as a head coach and make you sit somebody down, that's your last year as my head coach. That's your last year as my head. If I have to tell you, if I got to pick the team and show you how to coach the team, it's your last year as my head coach. You got to go.
Hey, Chris,
what's up, brother?
I got a question, and you and JB, well, you guys are probably experts on this. Billick, how long was he coach for the Ravens?
4 years.
4 years? No, longer than that. I think maybe 6 years. Because he became the coach in '99 until 2007. Because we got Harbaugh in 2008.
So I got a follow-up question. So if help me with my football knowledge. So if Billick, who did take us to a Super Bowl, he only stayed around 4 or 5 years?
No, a little longer than that. A little longer than that.
Maybe 7, maybe.
Yeah, about 7 years, maybe.
John Harbaugh, him and Bisciotti, they must be boys.
It got to be.
It's got to be some kind of something because any other.
Well, remember, Bisciotti wasn't the owner when I think he was the owner when
he was
no. He was co-owner when because Art Modell was still the owner when he got fired. So he was still there.
Gotcha.
So and shout out to Art Modell.
Owner when we won the second Super Bowl.
Right.
Because remember they won it for him.
Yeah, that was Junior. Yeah, Art Modell Jr. because Art Modell Sr. had already passed.
Right.
So Art Modell Jr. was and he's now gone from us as well. Was it Art Modell or Steve Modell? What was his
I think his son was
Stephen Modell. Yeah, because he passed away too. So shout out to the Modell family, man. Like, we still got a lot of love for them bringing the Ravens here, and they were just good people. They really were just good people, And we also, y'all know we love Steve Bisciotti. He might be one of the coolest goddamn owners in the NFL. One of the cool. He always got that straight that Italian slick back, man. That boy is cool, man.
Yeah, Billick was coach from 99 to 2007.
Yeah.
Oh,
so
okay.
yeah.
So 6 years.
6 years.
Yeah. So we had and also remember we
years. What am I talking about?
Because remember he was still the coach when we had Steve McNair. No,
that was Harbaugh.
Harbaugh was the coach when we had McNair. That guy Billick was tasked with Kyle Bowler.
Yeah,
and that was pretty much
fucking Bowler.
Yeah. And I think that has always frustrated me, man. Just real quick before we hop off of this subject, that's something that has always frustrated me. Kyle Bowler had all the fucking talent in the world, bro. He had the athletic ability, he had the arm, he had the accuracy. He just didn't have the mental makeup to be a starting quarterback. Like I remember, I forget what year it was. They had to get a football therapist for him.
Yep.
Yeah. And once I heard that, I was like, he can't do this. He can't do this because it's a mentality, man. You have to be somewhat insane to play football. You really do. You have to enjoy being hurt and getting back up and going in for more. You got to enjoy it. And
so Grizz, in Spain, saying that, what did it for you? Did you enjoy getting hurt?
Oh man, I loved it. I loved the rawness of it. I love the gladiator mentality of it. I love that whole imposing your will.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like, you're not going to beat me. I don't give a damn if you're more athletic than me. I don't give a damn if you're stronger than me. If you ain't gonna match my will, you ain't beating me. There's many times where I should have been tackled, but my will was what pushed me through. It had zero to do with my skill set, my speed. No, wait a minute, hold up. Wait a minute.
What's up, Wisdom?
What's up, bro?
How you doing,
man?
That is
what's going on, brother? How you feeling, man? We got on the rate. We got some of the folk coming in. My man Groovy Lou came in. Now we got my man Wisdom Beats in the house. What's up, bro?
That's my boy 100,000 grand from way back in the day. We made music together. That's my boy. What's up? Good to see you.
Right,
Coming on Mondays. See the grown man click on Mondays, Wisdom. I know you're gonna enjoy that.
Absolutely, bro. You definitely got to come check out the Grown Man Click on Mondays. Come check. It's 8:05 every single Monday. Come on through, man. But I felt, you know what? Let's go ahead and pivot because we could be on this Raven shit all damn night. And
I got one more question.
Go ahead, brother.
What is your prediction for this game with this weekend with the Jets?
As far as score or win loss?
You win or lose?
I think we'll win it. I think we're gonna have another one, a fight like we had this last game. I think the Jets are Aaron Glenn. He has that mentality.
That's the
the
brother,
one that I was just talking about, huh?
That's the brother, right?
Yeah, that's the head coach, the brother. Yeah. He used to play for the Jets. He was the number 1 draft pick for the Jets back in the day.
Oh,
He was a cornerback. Yeah, he's a damn good corner too.
Okay.
But he has that mentality that kind of like if you've ever seen D'Amico Ryans over with the Texans, they just got that mentality that they'll. I think personally, D'Amico Ryans can put some pads back on and play. That's just me. I think he could get back out there and still play.
I like D'Amico.
Yeah. Yeah, I just think that they just have, they have that type of mentality. It's because the Jets are going to come to play. Just we're not running over nobody. The Jets are going to come to play. The problem is, do we want to play more than they do? Because I'm watching the defense. The defense is starting to pick up some steam, and we can't look past Tyrod Taylor. Because understand this, Tyrod Taylor, he knows us. He's played for us. We drafted him. So we know he knows that the team has flipped and changed since he's played for us, but he still knows the Ravens. So he knows what he's walking into.
But the Ravens know Tyrod.
And Tyrod do know Tyrod.
Turnover machine.
Yeah.
He's a turnover machine.
Yeah.
Once he gets frustrated in the pocket, you can frustrate the hell out of him, and he will throw that ball to everybody but his team.
But I tell you what, he's better than that damn Justin Fields.
Yeah.
Yeah, Justin Fields.
He never threw a pass for 20 yards.
I feel so bad for him.
But that last game, if you watch that last Jets game, them boys was dropping them balls. It was not Justin. Justin threw an over-the-shoulder pass to the guy, dropped it in his bucket, and it kept going straight to the ground.
Man, look. And
He threw drew the long pass to the wide out going into the end zone, fumbled it. Both hands.
And see, that's the thing that trips me out. Like, they get blamed for those too.
Yeah. They
get blamed for those too. And it's just like, now don't get me wrong, I don't think the Jets were moving very far with Fields. I'm not sure how much better they'll do with Tyrod. I believe Tyrod does have a better win-loss record. Huh?
I said after this week, I don't care what they do, as long as they catch this L, they going to get here.
That's what we need. We need
it's going to be here at the bank too. Oh, we cashing checks at the bank this weekend.
I
can't wait. I can't wait.
Because damn it, don't
and if Pittsburgh take an L, we are now in Soul.
Steven, baby.
Oh no, we'll be in Soul first place.
Right, because we'll be past them. Yeah, because they'll be okay.
Because we haven't lost a division game.
Nope. Well, I mean now we only played the Browns, but shout out once again. Shout out to the Browns. Because damn it. Nah. This is our first Cincinnati game. Yep.
Oh.
We catching the Pittsburgh and Cincinnati at the back end of the season.
Mm-hmm.
So we getting a whole bunch of division games at the back end of the damn season.
Yeah.
So and understand that
good because we didn't play it into ourselves now, so we know we basically know what we are now.
That's scary to me though, because that, like, once again, that offensive line. Please don't let that be who we are.
Well, let's go back to the Ravens of old, where the D won the games and the offense was to blame.
But it was never the line.
No,
we've never had a bad offensive line.
No,
we've never one time. This is the first time that I've ever seen the Ravens have an offensive line that looks like this.
Yeah,
I can think of Ben Grubbs. I can think of Everett. I can think of Zeus.
Yeah,
Ogden.
Yeah.
We can go to Kelechi Osemele.
Yeah.
Even Michael Orr, regardless of what people thought he was at tackle, he was a hell of a guard.
Yeah.
So, like, we what's his name that played for Minnesota that came to us? Damn, I can't think of his name. But he played for us in the Super Bowl year. He was our left tackle in the Super Bowl year.
I know you talking about. Yeah.
Yeah, big number 78. But yeah, so that's what I'm saying. Like, we've never really had a bad O-line. This is the first time I could honestly say our O-line is horrible. Now, this is another question I'll ask, and we may be able to answer this at a different date. Do you think the Ravens would be in a better place had we not drafted Ronnie Stanley and drafted the other offensive tackle that was on the board at the time.
Who was it?
Let me see. Let me think of his name. All right, hold on. What year did Ronnie Stanley get drafted?
You got me.
I'm looking it up right now. He got drafted because he's been with us. Let's see.
First round of the 2016 draft.
Okay, so there was another. Let me see. 2016 draft. 2016. Let me see. There was another offensive tackle. So it was. Let me see, because he went to Miami. Laramie Tunsil. Laramie Tunsil, I personally thought was a better tackle than Ronnie Stanley. He was actually the number 1 graded tackle on the board. And the Ravens, they went with Stanley. And, Stanley hasn't been horrible. I will not say that, but you got to remember we're used to Ogden. So there's a lot to everybody that comes into the Ravens, there's a Hall of Famer that you got to live up to. Because think about the day Lamar Jackson retires, the next quarterback behind him has to live up to the name of Lamar. Anybody that plays middle linebacker for the Ravens, you got to live up to the name of Ray Lewis. Anybody that plays safety. Right now you're going to have 2 because now you're going to have to live up to the name of Ed Reed and Kyle Hamilton whenever he's done.
True.
So now, and then as far as pass rushers, man, you had to live up to, first Peter Boulware and Michael McCrary.
Yes.
Then behind that came Suggs.
Yes.
So you got a lot of, and then when you play defensive tackle for the Ravens, you got to live up to the name of Haloti Ngata.
True that.
So yeah, you there's a lot of shoes, shoes that you're gonna have to try to fit into when you come into this building. So Laramie Tunsil, I personally think would have been a better fit for us. But that's hindsight is 2020 at this point. But
wasn't Laramie Tunsil hurt a lot? No.
Laramie Tunsil had a rumor that came out in his draft year that he was smoking weed at a party. It was a rumor. Laramie Tunsil has been to the Pro Bowl several times since he's been in the NFL. I think he went from the Miami Dolphins, and then he got traded to the Texans for like a first and a first round and whatever, because they was trading him to the Texans. The Texans went and got him, so the Dolphins didn't let him give him away. They went and got him for a first round pick, and so
that's when what's his name was their coach, and he was giving away all their draft picks.
Exactly. Yeah.
Left them draft hell for 4 years.
Exactly. Yeah. So yeah, but Laramie Tunsil was one of their bright spots. Huh?
Wasn't Brian Kelly their quarterback? I mean their
coach, yeah. Brian Callahan.
Was it Callahan?
Was it Callahan? I think it was Callahan. Bill Callahan.
The one who traded away all their picks?
I think that was him. I think that's his name. Head coach of the Texans. You know what? Let's get to the next part because we're gonna be all night talking about this shit here. So, fellas, I want you to take a look at this video. We're getting ready to talk about this is State Trooper news, everybody. State Trooper news. When you see this video, tell me what you see. I won't say a word. When you see the video, tell me what you see. In case you missed it, let's look at it one more time. Did anybody see what I saw? What'd you see, Base? What'd you see, bro?
I saw a bitch move.
Yeah.
Brother JB, what about yourself?
Even at a football game, you still got to be aware of playing a game being black. He wasn't even driving while black. He was playing a football game while black.
Walking injured while black. Remember, he pulled his hamstring. That's why he went up in the tunnel.
Yeah.
Yeah. He scored a long touchdown.
The other guy went up to check on him, and they were coming back to go to the bench.
And Officer Unfriendly decided to throw elbows and then decided to show his authority and all of those bullshit. Now, we were having this conversation offline, so we're going to resume this conversation online, and anybody in the chat can go ahead and chime in on this one. Do you believe that officers should do better, not just for the citizenry, but for their safety and the safety of the people that they call loved ones? Base, what do you think, brother?
I think in today's climate, some people think they can do what they want. And the thing that got me about that state trooper, he wasn't thinking. I remember when my stepson joined the police department years ago. He might have joined maybe 10 years after I was out there. Mm-hmm. And I told him when I was out there patrolling, we didn't have cell phones. I was out there in the early 90s.
Right.
My stepson was out there doing dumb shit because he was cock diesel. He thought he'd go out there and rough people. I said, look, the shit you doing is going to get you jammed up. I said, when you're out there policing, you act like there's a camera in every corner and act accordingly. That state trooper, he might have had I'm thinking there's some racism played in it. That privilege was a major key. But see, he didn't think.
Cameras at a football game.
Cameras everywhere.
And we just talking about for the national broadcast. They got cameras in the goalposts. Come on now.
So right. JB, imagine that state trooper when he's out on the street working, how he treating black people.
Brother, brother. And you know how many people have already said that? Like, what does he do when nobody's looking?
It's scary. Mm-hmm. It's scary.
What does he do when no one? Because this was a stadium of 101,000 people. Mm-hmm. Millions watching on television.
And it wasn't his first negative fucked up contact with black people.
Oh, you know that.
The only difference between that and what he does out on patrol is it was videotaped. Other than that, it would have been his word against those two players.
Yeah.
And it would have jammed up their lives.
Yep.
Because that would have been looked at as an assault on an officer.
Yep.
And even if it was a mistake or a accident, if the officer worded it a certain way, it's going to be looked at as an assault on an officer.
Absolutely.
So here's the scenario. You understand where you live. You understand that you deal with people on a daily basis. You understand that there are people out here that are willing to crash out. How about let's just think about this that happened, not something that is a scenario, not something that is just something that we can make up. Here's something that happened recently. Police officers gunned down a young man who was in a stolen car. His father decides to run down a random state trooper who was doing, I believe he was doing detail at a high school or elementary school. Now, this is how your actions can interact with other people. Because at that moment, that man saw a police officer. He didn't give a damn who had the uniform on. That person could have been coming from a costume party, but because they had on a police officer's uniform, and the last time an interaction happened with a police officer, his son died. Mm-hmm. He's not giving a damn whether you're the actual officer that did it. Mm-hmm. He just saw a cop. Now, how many times does something like that have to happen before you get it? You work around the people that you have to police. You have to interact with. You have to be in the community around. And at some point, you'll be out with your family. And understand that even if you go on vacation, some of the people that you interact with go on vacation too.
Hey, Grizz.
What's up, brother?
Let's dial it back a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
What do police do with their families that the average citizen does with their families? They do it every day. Think about what they do.
Go to work?
They go shopping.
Oh yeah, go shopping.
Suppose you out with your wife and kids, like you said, vacation. You're going to Safeway to get food, and if that
restaurant,
that little knucklehead sees that asshole officer, and I've done that. I've been out with my family and dealing with people on the street, and you know what? I always equate law enforcement to a rock star or a movie star, where you're affecting so many lives on a daily basis that I get lost. I mean, I run into people even now where I work, and I ain't gonna say it on this
right
thing, but I've been retired 14 years. I still run into people that I've dealt with on the street, be it good, bad, or indifferent, and they don't forget.
No, especially if it was a horrible interaction.
Yeah, I'm going to church with my family when I was police. I have dealt with people in church that I dealt with on the street.
Right.
Not only do they know me, but they know my wife, they know my daughter.
Yeah. Now they see the face of your family.
And it's like I'm gonna equate police to drug dealers on the street. In a way, it's kind of the same, because the drug dealers are bullies. They do fucked up shit. They think can't nobody touch them. And some police are the same fucking way. And if they thought about it, and Grizz, you that's why you're my fucking hero, because you touch on something that I think about a lot. You take for granted that you're out there with your boys and you policing, and you're out there, you taking names and ain't thinking shit about it. Well, like you said, what about your family?
Yeah.
Suppose your child goes to the same school with that dealer that you've been fucking with, and the guy can't get to you, but he can get to your loved one.
Yeah, right there. Your daughter's right there.
Right
your
there.
son is right there.
Yep.
What if you kill the father of the child that goes to school with your child?
Yep.
And now that child decides to come to school as a school shooter.
Yep.
Because you just killed his father.
I'm waiting for God forbid, I'm waiting for my child to come home from school. And then I get that call,
man,
that my child is hurt. And then I find out that the motherfucker that I've been dealing with on the street got something to do with it.
Right.
And now my whole 20-some years on the street, I thought about that, man. And I didn't come on a job. That's why I always say that in order for you to be police, you gotta come in a little older than 21, because you're coming in with all that power. You have the right to take a life if it comes down to it. 21 years old, you don't think about that shit.
No.
You're out there running and gunning with your boys, and I'm having a good time. I'm fucking with people, but you don't think that shit can follow you home. I can't tell you in the police department how many times I've had a contract put on my life. And I was living in Baltimore County then, and I got Baltimore County police flashing a light in my bedroom window while I'm at work, because the people that threatened to put a bullet in my head, they were worried, the department was worried that they were going to come after my family. That's why my whole 20-some years on the force, I always treated people the way I want my family to be treated. Even the drug dealers. And, and if anybody that hasn't watched The Wire, a lot of police that, I work with some white officers that come from the Midwest, they had no prior contact with black people.
Right.
And that's why, and I'm gonna say it. That's why you got some punk ass police that are afraid to live in the city that they work in, because if they were, Smoke tried to do this when he was the mayor. He was trying to make it so, and I fucking agree with it. If the police lived in the city they worked in, it wouldn't be that many fucking problems. But
No,
when you when you're working in Baltimore City and you live in Pennsylvania,
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can do all
That's
the dumb
the issue.
shit you want in Baltimore because
Yeah.
nobody
Take your ass to
drives to
Pennsylvania.
Pennsylvania to find
Yeah.
you.
yeah.
But here's the thing: understand and understand this. There are a lot of Maryland transplants in Pennsylvania.
Yeah.
Oh
There are
yes.
a lot of Baltimore people that live in Pennsylvania. And here's the thing: you don't know who.
Nope.
You don't know who knows who. That person that you having that random conversation with could be somebody whose son you hemmed up on some false ass charges.
Mm-hmm.
And you're standing in this man's face right now, probably bragging about the shit you just did.
Mm-hmm.
And think about, and also think about this. There's so many different variables to this. Like, Base, one day you get a phone call from your sister because one of the police officers in your department damn near beat your nephew to death. Now, not only is that hitting home, but now it's also hitting at the job, because what you just did was affect how the job is going to go, because you as an officer are going to be an officer, but as an uncle whose family just got fucked up. Now, not even the fact that he was doing a crime, all because he didn't comply, because he was trying to tell, I know my rights. He was trying to recite his rights. And you know how much a lot of them hate that shit. And so in the art of reciting his rights to this police officer, he decides to get gung-ho, and now your nephew's in the hospital, and this man's got to come to work with you.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So this is what I'm saying. You don't understand the interactions. You don't know everybody's family. You don't know everybody's people. You don't know who knows who knows what. You just go out there, and not to mention, let's forget about who you know. You don't want to be reminded that you're human in the worst way. You really don't want to be reminded that you're not invincible in the worst way. Because the last time I checked, and I'm not calling for violence on officers, I'm telling you right now, I'm not calling for violence on officers. So just to make sure I put that out there, that is not what this podcast will ever call for, any violence on anyone, especially not on people out here to protect and serve. But what I am saying is, you don't wear a bulletproof vest on your forehead. The last thing you need is somebody in them streets that you hurt, that you harmed, somebody whose grandmama you slammed to the ground, somebody whose mother you slung out of a car, somebody whose mima or somebody whose abuela you punched in the face. You don't want them to remind you that you're human.
Mm-hmm.
You don't want them to remind your family members that they can be touched. Don't just, all you have to do, and I'm not saying that it's an easy job to do, but who the fuck chose to do it? You did. There ain't nobody come to you and recruit you for that shit. You went and filled out that application. So do the job the way it needs to be done, the way it's supposed to be done. There are going to be tough situations, but you get not even about you getting paid. You have been sworn in to protect these things. It's your job. You have to be above and beyond what I'm supposed to be able to deal with and consider, because you have, what is that, impunity to be able to take a life in the pursuit of justice or protection of your own life. So now you have to have a different level, because there's too much power in your hands for you to be immature.
Right.
There's too much power in your hands for you to have an ego.
Cocky equals sloppy.
Yeah.
A lot
And
of
so,
times, the cockiest people can sometimes be the sloppiest people, and that's why those cocky people always get caught doing their sloppiness.
and like I said, please don't make people remind you that you're human. I'm never happy when I hear about a police officer slain in duty. I'm not happy about that.
Yeah, I got family who serve.
You know, I got friends.
I can't tell you how many colleagues I've lost on the job.
Right.
I ain't talking about. I ain't talking about the cruddy ones.
Right.
I remember one officer. I ain't gonna say his name, but I remember one officer. He was working inside. He came back out on the street because he loved being a patrolman. Do you know? Months after he got back out on the street, he got killed.
Yeah. And see, here's the thing. Some of these officers lose their life on the strength of what another officer did.
True.
Because, like I said, people, when they see the badge, much like with some black people, some white people, some Hispanic people don't differentiate between the folks. Some people be like, you see one Spanish person, you've seen them all. That's bullshit. But some people are like that. Some people, you've seen one black person, you've seen them all. That's bullshit. But that's how people do it. Some people say you've seen all white people, you've seen one white person, you've seen them all. Not true. But this is how some people think. My man Chris, what's going on, my man? How you feeling? Welcome into the Grizzly, my brother. And so for me, one of those things that I look at is, do you want people to think if you've seen one cop, you've seen them all? So now another police officer is paying for a crime that you committed. And the first thing people say, we'll come down on you with the full weight of the police department. What if the citizens rise up? Do you think there's enough cops? If all citizenry rise up because they're tired, because white people get brutalized just like we do. Please don't think that shit don't happen to white folk. Please don't think don't happen to Hispanic or Asian folk. It happens to people. People get brutalized by officers. If the people start to talking amongst one another and they realize a lot of the problems that you having over here, I'm having in South Baltimore. A lot of problems that's happening down in South Baltimore, or we having over here in the Spanish section of Maryland. Oh, wait a minute. Some of the stuff that's happening over here, we got that happening over here. If the people start talking and they start to connect, there ain't enough police officers
at all.
And here's the part that bothers me the most. The cops that don't deserve it are going to get hurt.
Yep.
The police officers now, me personally, I will say some of their asses, especially when you get out here and hurt people, just because you can. Yeah. Whatever hurts. But some of them good cops, some of them ones that actually just want to do their job. Some of them ones out there that are really, really doing their job, like some of JB's family members, like Base yourself, like my man Kenzie, like so many people who are actually just doing their job will get harmed because you brought your ass out from Arkansas or Alabama, decided you want to be a Maryland cop and hurt you a couple of niggers. And now this officer who's been on the job for 17 years, never had an incident, he just lost his life because of something that you did.
Yep. How many times you hear about an officer being ambushed? It happened not too long ago. 4 officers were ambushed. It happened a couple days ago.
Yeah, because people are tired, bro.
I know.
People are tired. They're tired. Like, and once again, there are so many good officers who get hurt on the strength of what a horrible officer did.
Yep. I was talking about that today, man. I was talking about that today. I'll give you a good scenario. The Freddie Gray riots.
Right.
I'm working down at the courthouse. They got us 4 deep around the courthouse. I don't know what made them think that these people were going to break into a courthouse. I don't know. But you had 4 deep on every corner. So I'm on there with a retired state trooper, black guy, no fucking common sense. So we're staying on the corner of St. Paul and Fayette Street.
Okay. I know
This
what
guy
it's
came with the bright idea. You got a couple thousand people coming up Fayette Street. He says, "Hey Jenkins, you know what we're gonna do? We're gonna stop the protesters to let traffic go down St. Paul." I said, "No, we're not going to do that." "What do you mean we're not going to do that?" Check this out. It'd be easier to stop vehicle traffic as opposed to, and the protesters, there were some agitators in the group, but for the most part, they were protesting, and I'm all for peaceful protests. I said, what we're going to do is, and he had two other officers with us. They were kind of new, so they listened to me and the state trooper going back and forth. I said, what we're going to do is we're going to stop vehicle traffic and let the protesters go on their way. It's only 4 of us on the corner. Let these people go, because it's only 4 of us.
It takes one moment.
This ain't no crouching tiger, hidden Negro. This, hey, JB.
Yeah.
I know crazy. I don't know karate. There's no fucking way.
Right.
Police, and first of all, they see the uniform. They people hate the thought of authority.
Yeah.
And Grizz, it touches back on your point. I don't want to pay for the fucked up deeds of a fucked up police.
Right.
And that's the reason why I got in so much trouble when I was in the police department, because I'm talking about this today. Whenever I would see an officer doing something fucked up, I would complain about it. And I was blackballed because I didn't know how to shut up. You know how you always hear that thing about the good police ain't no better than the bad police, because the good police don't say nothing. The good police, they do say something, but they get blackballed.
Yeah.
They get punished for it.
I was taught early on, put your head down and just do the job. But I always came from the mindset that if it's wrong, it's fucking wrong.
And I'm doing my job by calling out the wrong shit.
You're a whistleblower. You're letting out the secrets.
Yep.
So
right. And my problem with that is you being a whistleblower shows that you have a lot more balls and heart than a lot of the police officers on the force, because I do believe, like I said, I do believe there are more good cops than bad cops.
It is.
And I believe that if the good cops actually got together, they outnumber the bad cops. They can make some changes happen, but I believe that for the most part, it's almost like the same thing that goes on with black people. We worried about not sticking together. We worried about being out on an island by ourselves and everybody else looking at us and waiting for us to make the next move. And then all of a sudden we get ostracized and blackballed and all that other shit. And now they standing back like, "Ooh, I'm glad I didn't get in the middle of that." But we were sitting over there in the corner, about 50 of us talking and saying the same shit. But I'm the only one that's catching hell for it because y'all weren't brave enough to stand with me. There are 3 cops that are a problem. There's 50 of us, and I'm the only one that's catching this hell right now. You know, and it's the thing about it is like I was saying before, like the last thing you want is the citizenry to rise up because of the brutalization. Because there will be no rule. It will be pandemonium. It will be hell on earth. Because now, remember, if the citizens rise up, the criminals rise too. And they have no scruples or morals.
At all.
Not only will they hurt police officers, they're going to hurt citizens as well.
You know what? I learned something in the police department. My advisor told us something I'll never forget. In any neighborhood, for example, 10% of the people cause 90% of the problem. So if you got 10% of 2,000-3,000 police that are causing 90% of the problem,
right?
That's going to give the good police 100% of the problem, because they're going to see that gun and badge, be like, "Yo, I don't give a fuck what you look like. I don't care about your race. You got that gun and badge on, I'm fucking you up. I'm fucking you." Yeah.
Right. And the thing about it is do you even understand that there will probably be people who grew up with people who know them, you've been in their house, you broke bread with them. But because you wearing that badge, they all of that went out the window. Because if that happens, there's not going to be one that's going to be safe. I don't want my family and my friends to be brutalized because of. First of all, how about we send home all of the race soldiers? Send them home. Send their asses back to whatever backwater part of town they come from. Send them back to Arkansas. Send them back to North Kakalaki and wherever the fuck they come from, where it's okay to wear a white hood. Send them back, please, because they cause all kinds of hell over here for the cops that want to do the job. We got my man, Mr. He said in the building. What's up, brother? How you feeling? Salute, my brother.
Great show last night too.
Absolutely amazing show last night, brother. I'm glad I was able to get up on the panel, man. I appreciate it, man. But
bruh, I can
it was in the chat, bro. It was at the top of the chat. But they was chatting so much.
I went all the way to the top. I couldn't find it.
I think because I had caught it and I held it there, so I didn't even really see what the rest of the people were saying because I caught it, found it, and I held it there. You know.
Me and Sheila was sitting right here next to each other. We were going to go live for the first time as a couple in a long time. We was waiting for you, Mr. He said, I sent you messages. I said, Grizz message, send me the link.
Yeah. I didn't even think. I should have just copied and pasted. I didn't even think about that shit. Should have copied and pasted. I didn't even think about it.
Grizz.
What, just now?
Yeah, if you look on Facebook.
Oh, okay.
And yes, you can put it up because I was just told by the author. I just found out that it can be public, or I could, promote it.
Okay, all right. So let me go ahead because y'all already know how we how we do with the folk. We promote the folk now.
Yeah.
But yeah, man. So this right here, this conversation is something that that needs to be had because, and Mr. He said, let me know, brother. Do you feel like the actions of police officers in the United States can in some way, shape, or form affect the things that happen to their family because they work amongst the citizens? So I'm gonna go ahead and put this picture up for JBM. I had to pull it from my phone. So let me grab this thing right here. I got a link that I got to use for my phone. I found out I can link my phone to my laptop and pull all kinds of stuff off of it. I'm over here being fancy with this shit now.
Hey JB, while Grizz is doing his thing, think about this, bro.
Yeah.
Think about me being on the street as police. Now you know how small Baltimore is.
Yeah.
You and I had a run-in on the street, for example, right? You know my daughter. You know my daughter.
Yes, I do.
So if you had that mindset, that fucking Jenkins he's been fucking with me and my boys, but I know his daughter. Remember that day you told me, JB, you said, I know your daughter.
Yeah.
Now, just like I said, like and Grizz hit it earlier, you don't know who people know.
Yeah.
I do not want my family, and that stayed with me the whole time I was police. Even now, I don't want my family dealing with something that I do on the job.
Right.
Now, I wasn't that kind of police that just because I got a gun and badge on, they gave me the authority to beat people up, violate their rights and all that shit. If you broke the law, if you're out there fucking with senior citizens and kids, you had somebody to deal with. But the problem is, if I'm doing my job the way it should be done, it's still going to piss somebody off.
Yeah.
It was always on my head and in my heart. Me and my family, we're going to a church in Baltimore City. And some of the people that went to my church, I had a grandmother pull me up one day.
Yeah.
Officer Jenkins, I need to talk to you. I said, yes, Sister Mary. What's the problem? I want to talk to you after church. Okay, no problem. I think she's going to talk about her cat up a tree or some shit like that. No, she told me.
What?
She said, I'm getting tired of you fucking with my grandson. And when she said her grandson, he was on the corner selling drugs.
Tell him stop selling drugs.
I can't tell you how many times I locked this boy up. So here it
was-
is
see-
Christmas. I'm in church. Who come in church? I fucking me. I'm looking at him. Grandma looking at me. Everybody I fucking me. I'm doing my fucking job. But I'm on one side of the coin. You on the other side. And
Right.
I said I ain't got nothing against you. But the 8 hours I'm working, these corners are mine. If you out here on the corner, you fair game.
You should have told grandma this. If you want to save some time money, tell them to stay in the house.
Right. If you don't want to have to keep using your mortgage to pay his bail,
your time money to pay his bail, then that's a you problem, not a me problem.
Yep.
And oh, by the way, grandma,
church. If he's sitting here in church, at least you know he's not on those corners for me to mess with him.
That's so true.
Oh, and by the way, grandma, if you did some of this time money is coming from him, you part of the problem.
Yep. If you wearing a Birkin bag and you going to the smallest church on the corner,
you part of the problem, Granny.
Part of the problem.
Yeah.
I'm going to do my job. Apparently, he's going to do his job. So my job is to make sure that he can't do his job well. And
like you were saying, Base, I didn't have to tell you I knew your daughter.
Yeah.
If I had a bad run-in with you and I knew your daughter, and then I really put 2 and 2 together, I
be bad.
have to tell you I knew your daughter, and then one day your daughter come up missing, and y'all there's no coalition. I could be up in your face like, "Dang, I heard about your daughter. That's sad."
Right.
And not even know that I knew her.
Right.
And here's the funny thing. And when it comes out that JB is the one that did it, and he's been in your face. Well, no, just to say, if it ever came out that JB did it, right, and he's been in your face, that means that whatever happened to your daughter is your fault.
That's right.
Right.
That's right.
And now you have to not only live with the fact that you lost your kid, but you're the reason you lost your kid.
And remember when I said earlier, cocky leads to sloppy. What if you apologized or said, "Look, I was just doing my job. I have nothing against you. Since we had that court or that run-in, I think you've been doing a good job. Just, stay off them streets, and you never had to deal with me." And I'll be like, "Yo, Jenkins, I fucks with you. You cool. You right. I was wrong."
Right.
And that whole situation is dissipated. But then you got those other ones. These my streets. And if you get in my streets, you got to deal with getting run over by me. Fuck you. Guess what?
All right.
Oh, fuck you.
All right.
Fuck
so
me.
when I see you at Mondawmin,
when I
with
see
your grandmother,
when I see your daughter again, I'm gonna tell you how much F you mean to me.
now remember, there ain't no code like it was back in the day. Women and children were off limits.
Now
that ain't the same today.
Them days are done, bro.
My man, Mr. He said, if a person is willing to take it there, definitely.
Yeah.
If they're willing to take it there, definitely. And he also says, give police kids free college tuition if they are enrolled in intellectual activities.
If they're involved in illegal activities, take their tuition away.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
But you know what? It's a shame that you have to take something away in order for you to do what's right.
Right.
Because
you know what?
Them fucked up police, they want their families treated nice.
Right. And understand, have you ever seen, I have seen, and this is like on television, the show Cops and stuff like that. I have seen those moments when an officer's daughter got pulled over by cops and how he shows up big, bad, and belligerent, even though his daughter was in the wrong.
Yep.
But he shows up like, how fucking dare you?
Mm-hmm.
But if you sling and pull my daughter out of a car, have her on the ground and put your knee in her back and scraped up her face, and I come up as a citizen cussing you the fuck out, I'm getting slung just like she just got slung. So I'm supposed to be calm after you just hurt my baby.
Yep.
I have to keep my cool after you just hurt my baby. And the only thing that I got to show for it is I get to sue you and take money. What about that damage that was done to my child where now she doesn't even feel free when her father shows up? She doesn't even feel safe when her father shows up. You've now taken something from me that I probably will never get back.
Yep.
Because I showed up and it didn't mean shit. Because you still had the authority to hold on to my harmed and hurt baby. And all I got to do is stand there and talk to you. Because you're still about to take my baby somewhere.
Mm-hmm. Right. Yep. And it
So
always
what about
stayed with
that?
me too. It always stayed with me.
Yeah.
And
It's going to stay with you.
what kept me humble?
What's that?
I'm thinking that it was a saving grace. I got shot first day on the job.
Mm.
That kept me humble my entire career.
That reminds you you was human.
I didn't want nobody to go through. I went through a lot of shit.
Yeah.
I went through a lot of shit. And my thing was, when I was out there on the streets, I didn't want to put someone else do what I went through.
Right.
Even that guy on the corner selling drugs, because I know there's different reasons why people are out there on the street. If you look at The Wire, you remember the young guy, I can't think of his name, but he was selling drugs to take care of his sister and his brother.
Yeah. But that's back in the day. So that's why most of us was out there though. Yeah. None of us was out there for flash.
No,
we was broke.
Yeah.
We was broke. I mean, bro, we was broke. Like we were that steal somebody else's shoes off of a clothesline outside broke. We was broke like that. You know what I mean? We was sugar sandwiches and syrup sandwich broke. We was broke.
Yeah. A lot of men out there, Chris, a lot of them guys on the corner, they ain't out there because they want to. They get out there because they have to.
Bro,
they got
it's the most horrible paying job on the planet. First of all, it's below minimum wage. That's number one. Number two, it's the most dangerous job you could possibly have because at any moment, a police officer could pull up on you, a stick-up boy could pull up on you, or you could be on somebody else's corner.
So true. So true.
So now, if you happen to decide to go to get, try to go re-up or whatever, you got to worry about getting robbed by that dude because he may be on some short shit. You have zero there is no actual retirement or 401k from this shit.
Hey, the damn sure ain't.
Yeah, so you're in danger all the time, but you're risking your life not because you want to poison the community, because that's what you're doing, but you're broke.
You want
nobody give you no damn job.
Yep.
Now here's the thing, bro. I have zero police record. Do you know how hard it was for me to get a job when I was young? And the first thing that they say, well, you don't have any work experience. How the fuck am I going to have work experience if you don't give me a job so I can have work experience? Well, they don't want to be the first one to give you work experience.
The number one strike against you is you look black.
Yeah, that's the number one thing.
That's the number
top
one
thing. But here's the thing. It should let you know that I'm not of the criminal mindset at that time, because eventually but at that time, because I'm coming to you for a job, that means I'm trying to get a job so I won't have to do that.
Mm-hmm.
But at some point, I got to get some money. So I'm trying to get you to give me my job. And that way I also learn working structure, because I've never had a job. So I understand different responsibilities and different ways of communicating and all of this stuff. You're essentially employing me and teaching me at the same time.
Mm-hmm.
But because of the color of my skin or my lack of experience, you're not willing to hire me. Mm-hmm. So then you go to your car in the middle of the night after you closed up McDonald's or you done closed up KFC. And when you go to your car and you get ready to make that night deposit, I'm the same person that knocked you over the goddamn head. Because I'm desperate. I'm broke. My family's hungry. My baby ain't eaten in days.
That's why it kills me now. I can't tell you how many guys I locked up for possession of marijuana.
Right.
I never thought I would live. Everywhere. I never thought I would live to see the day that you go to a fucking store and buy marijuana.
Man, look. How many people are still in jail for that?
Think about those guys that can't get a job because they got that fucked up record.
Right.
And like you said,
or they can only get a certain job because of that record.
Yeah. But just think about it. You going for the job, and the first thing they issue is, you ever been arrested before? oh wait, man, I know you're gonna lie to me, or because you're not the right complexion, I don't believe you. I'm gonna pull your record up. Oh, you got locked up for marijuana 20 years ago.
Man,
No, we can't use you. No.
this is a true story. I went to go to get a job at a supermarket. The guy asked me, have I ever been arrested? I said no, and I have never been arrested. I have no police record. That man said, and where do you live? I told him where I live. It was Green Mountain Chase. He said, sir, I'm sorry, but I don't believe that you don't have a police record. Oh.
Yep.
And I'm said to myself, I bet you have a longer rap sheet than me, my friend. Because I have no record whatsoever. And he went to check. No record. So his next words to me, now remember, I'm young at this time. So this is before all of this stuff and discrimination and all of this stuff. This is before all of this shit was in place, or what I knew was in place. He said, even though you don't have a police record, I'm pretty sure you've done something. Which he was not lying. I have. But I have a record of it. So why the fuck does that concern you? I'm here to get a job, which means that whatever I have done or was doing, I'm trying to stop doing it.
Or the other scenario, just because you live in a impoverished area, you already been judged,
right?
Because of where you live.
Yeah, the way I look.
If you're such a good citizen, why do you live on Bond and Oliver, one of the most notorious drug corners in the city? But you're gonna tell me that you're a good person? I don't think you are.
Right.
I don't think you are.
I've told this story many times. When I first got to the job that I'm at now, of course, I will never mention where I'm at. I was in the elevator. I was fresh out the hood. I was working though, because I had a job. I used to work at this place called Civic Works. So I was doing construction and landscaping and things like that. And my man Chris said that's severely, yeah, exactly.
Right.
And so I'm at this new job. Now I don't have any dress clothes or anything like that. So I got on a pair of Buffalinos, some jeans, and a polo. That's the extent of my office gear. I get into the elevator. Now, mind you, at the same time, I'm in and out of the, doing whatever. I got about $1,500 in my pocket. I get in the elevator. There's this lady on the elevator, white lady on the elevator. She sees me get on the elevator with whatever the attire that I'm wearing. She decides to stand all the way in the back right corner of the elevator and hold her purse. So, Base, do you understand the kind of asshole Capricorn I am? I decided to pull my wallet from my pocket, stand in the other corner, and hold my wallet like that. And she's looking at me with this look of disgust. And as I'm getting off the elevator, I said, your people have stolen a lot more than mine have, and walked the fuck off. Now, she could have been a manager or whatever. I didn't give a damn, because that gesture right there just told me, like, damn, did I just set myself up and come into hell? But then I realized that the leadership where I was completely and totally different. So I wasn't going to have to keep dealing with that foolishness. But, it's just crazy. Like, when you think about the situation and the neighborhoods that we come from, and there are many of us who have made horrible choices. There are many of us who have made great choices. There are many of us who have made horrible choices that made it out. There are many of us that made great choices that did not make it out. Sometimes the chips fall where they may, but the last thing you need is the people who are paid to protect you to be the primary reason that you don't make it. Because now you're in a grave because they decided that day that they was pissed off because their wife didn't make the pork chops last night the way that they liked them. Or when they woke up this morning, they found out that their baby girl is dating the rocker down the block, who only sits around, smokes weed, and plays the guitar all day. So now you're taking that shit out on me. And so now that you've taken it out on me, and my family members find out who you are, it's a chain reaction, man. It's like, just do your job. You know, my man
This is
said that.
my wrist area. Nigga, this is my block.
He said, hey, bro, where I live at, bro. What you doing? Trust me, man. Look, I have, brother. He said, I've been on a block. You know how sometimes you live on certain blocks and you don't know it's a bad block because you've been there all your damn life. You know, so you just think it's just normal, regular, everyday shit. Yep. Our civil rights are violated daily in the 90s. Stop and frisk. Yeah. And that up in New York, brother, he said, I already know. The way that shit was, didn't they had stop and frisk, and I think at some point it was a stop and kiss or some shit somewhere where the police officers give you a kiss or some stupid shit like that. It was just like just to further humiliate you. Just to further humiliate you and emasculate you, you know, or violate your personal space and your personal rights. You know, so it's just like
back of the police car and drive you into another neighborhood where you know you shouldn't have been.
Right. Because shit like that has happened. That stuff like that. I wish I had somebody from LA on here because that happened to a lot. I have friends from LA who told me they used to do shit like that. They would drop them off in neighborhoods where it was a rival gang and man, barely making it out with their life. I actually had a friend of mine from Baltimore who told me that a police officer beat the hell out of him, dropped him off in this neighborhood where the entire neighborhood was filled with white people who hated black people. They had Confederate flags and shit out and everything. But what that cop didn't understand was that them people actually came out and helped him because they hated cops more than they hated black people. So those white people, you'd be surprised where you might find your allies at, because just because they hate me don't mean they don't hate you more.
So true.
Because
you done
like
violated somebody in their family.
Right. Like I said, white people get fucked up by cops too. Please don't think they don't.
Yes, they do.
Please don't think they don't. We may think, see, the thing is, we see what we see on the news. But what you don't realize is sometimes if you go to specific neighborhoods where they're considered undesirable, they get fucked up just like we do. They get hurt and harmed, beat down, all of that shit just like we do. And you'd be surprised how many of them will drop one of the white folk off in our neighborhood. The difference is we're not that kind of people.
True.
We're more than likely to help you and call an ambulance for you than to actually hurt you. Especially if we watch the cop drop your ass off. We damn sure not going to do his bidding for him. You know, so yeah, man. I think
remember when we worked at Civic Works, and you know, here I am. I grew up in a, you know, really not pretty good, decent neighborhood. We had front lawns, backyards. You know, I was fortunate, and when Mr. Decky and I, God rest his soul, he was like, "It's time for you to get your own team." I was like, "Okay, cool." You know where they dropped this king off is? You know where they dropped this Connecticut Yankee off at? Gilmore Homes. Bruh, I had the Gilmore Homes team. But guess what? When I got there, every one of those kids graduated from the program on time. All of them got their GEDs. The neighborhood loved me. And they say, Mr. Jerry a motherfucker, but you don't want to deal with him because he time enough for you.
Right.
Because I treated them all with respect. I don't care where you come from. I'm supposed to be helping you get to where you want to go.
Yep.
And I can't do that if I'm scared of you. I can't do that if I'm not willing to help you. And I'm not scared. And I'm not going to be able to do anything if I don't help your neighborhood.
Because I think I worked on your team a couple of times, didn't I, Jay?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I was on your team a couple of times because it was a couple of times that Miss Wheaton was sick.
Wheaton was sick. And he'll tell you, my team loved me. Because they tried to crack jokes on me, like, and I crack right back at them. And they like, see, you can't mess with Mr. Jerry. He gets you.
Right.
But the idea is I never related to them as being worse off than me or less than or anything. I said you could be greater than what you are. And sometimes to this day, I'll be driving somewhere or going down the street and a car will pull up next to me. Hey, Mr. J, what's up? I'm still working for the city. You helped me get this job. I'm so happy, man. My daughter's 13 now. I'm like, where you live at? Oh, I live in the county, Mr. Jerry. I'm like, all right, go ahead. You know?
Yeah.
So,
I mean,
you know,
look.
Initiative and the right people behind them, anybody can make a difference and make a change. It's all in the mentality that you bring into it.
Exactly. Like this is one of the I'll shout out to Miss Wheaton. Do you know she helped me get a job at Bank of America?
Wow.
I never worked in no banking situation unless she helped me get a job. Because what happened was one of the donors that we had for Civic Works was one of the board of directors at Bank of America. Miss Wheaton introduced me to him. He was impressed with me. He helped me get a job at Bank of America. You know, so it was one of those things where if you put anybody in the proper situation that has the right mentality, that doesn't want to live in that situation, you'd be surprised how many days. I went from hood nigga to podcaster. From possibly being arrested to songwriter.
Hey, Grizz.
You'd be surprised.
I went from hood nigga to police.
Right. You'd be surprised. You'd be surprised. But the thing is, when you put race soldiers on the street and expect them to police people that they already hate, and then you're surprised at the results that you get. Come on now. But anyway, fellas, I think we have come to that portion of the show where I need to know the fragrance that you decided to roll with today. What was your fragrance of the day? What was your fragrance choice of the day? JB, let's start with you, brother. What was your fragrance choice?
Actually, today, because of the environment I was going into, I was actually at a place with some more special needs kids. They asked us to not be too sensitized. A lot of fragrances, colognes and stuff can, it just messes with their environment. So I just had to wash my ass this morning. I couldn't put on anything.
You put on that older soap.
Yeah, I put on that what is it? Ivory Snow or what?
Irish Spring.
Irish Spring. That's it.
Hey, put on the Green Monster. Was you whistling?
No, I didn't whistle. It's kind of funny that you say that because a lot of people don't realize that scent can be distracting for some people.
Right. Scent can depress you.
Yeah.
If you put the wrong fragrances and scents together, it will depress the hell out of you. What my man say? He said he was always a good kid. I don't believe that. You know what? I kind of do believe that. I think he was a mischievous ass kid. I don't think Rich was ever one of those kids that would get in a bunch of shit. I just think he was mischievous. He was more like that damn Dennis the Menace type.
He grew up in the county, so he a county kid. So
he ain't getting no shit. Base, what you had on today? But
I was off today, and in my building, the water was off, so I wouldn't put no cologne on no stank ass.
No, we don't do that. We don't want to do that. We want to keep that. Yeah, we keep that. We don't do that. Yeah.
Hey, JB, back in the day when the water got cut off. Well, I ain't gonna say the water got cut off. Maybe we ain't had no hot water. There were days we had no water. But back in the day, we had the boil water.
Yeah.
Oh, right. Yeah. Back we had the boil water. Yeah.
So if my water ain't on in the morning, I'll be boiling a pot of water and washing them in the sink like the Cowboys did back in the day. And look, hey JB, and hopefully I get all the right parts.
Yeah. Taking a whole bath.
My man Chris went back in the day with it, y'all. He went that polo black.
Okay. All right.
He had the polo black with it, man. That's what I'm talking about.
Okay.
You gonna holler, huh? Yeah, all right, whatever. Ain't no huh. You know damn well.
Look at them county kids.
I worked from home, but I did decide to wear Burberry Brit.
Okay, I have that.
I had to go classic with it, bro. I had to go classic with it.
That's what
I had to go with the Burberry Brit, man.
Yeah.
Burberry Brit. Okay.
And I know my man, he said was wearing. I know he was wearing one of those wonderful fragrances today. You know what? I see Miss Sheila over in the corner. Miss Sheila, what fragrance did you decide to wear today, if you wore one?
My Goddess by Burberry.
Goddess by Burberry.
Oh man, that's a beautiful fragrance.
That's what
a
you
beautiful fragrance.
Okay. No wonder.
That's why you keep looking over there, because she had on that goddess.
No, I had to look over there because she was snoring. And I had to keep
Okay.
He went to who?
I went to Douglas and Lamel. Oh, you was a rat.
Oh, he was a hood rat.
He was a West Baltimore hood rat.
Oh, my man didn't wear nothing.
Nope.
See, everybody's not crazy like me.
All of y'all.
Everybody not crazy like me. See, I wear fragrances in the house, man. I wear fragrances to go to take the trash out.
Me too.
You know, I will wear a fragrance to take a shower, and then wear a fragrance out the shower. That's just me. I'm crazy like that. I mean, shit, I got enough of my miles will wear a fragrance for every occasion. You know,
but
and tomorrow.
I would have probably been a good fragrance for me to wear today because it wouldn't have been too bold or anything. Probably some Cool Water. That would have worked.
Oh yeah, Cool Water would have definitely worked. Yeah, it's nice and clean and just
clean and fresh, but it wouldn't have been like a bombardment of like.
It would have been nice and soapy clean.
Yeah, just clean.
Yep.
I should have
tomorrow.
Tomorrow I'll probably wear that.
Yeah. My fragrance of tomorrow is this right here. Boston
What is
Scent Magnetic.
Okay, is that a good? That's a good one, I guess, right?
Oh yeah, it's magnetic. Let me show you the box. Hold on.
Okay.
Yeah. I don't have that one, but every 97% of what you hold up, I have to say I don't have that one.
JB, I second, third, fourth, and fifth that one, bro.
Yeah.
I can't fuck with you.
Hey man, look, I'm insane, man. I'm insane.
Podcast now, Rick.
He talking we about to be done, bro. Not unless you coming up here just to say hello, goodbye.
Right. Hey, look, let me see what I'm gonna wear tomorrow.
Okay. Well, JB, are you wearing your Cool Water tomorrow, my brother? Hey, brother Chris, what do you have planned? What plans do you have wearing tomorrow, brother Rich? What about you, brother? He said, if you have plans on wearing a fragrance tomorrow, which one would that be, my friend? Because the inquiring minds want to know. We want to know what everybody got plans for.
Sheila says she's doing Tory Burch tomorrow.
Ooh, see, Sheila coming. She go hard in the paint with this.
Who? I make sure she smell good, man.
She go hard in the paint. Hey, man, don't make me bring. You know what I mean? Because she got some things. You know what I'm saying? Oh, well, see, Chris is he going there. You know what? You. I might have to ask you some questions, sir, because you trying to stir up some trouble. He wearing Versace Arrows tomorrow.
Where you going? Not to work.
You know what I mean?
I ain't going to work with no Versace Arrows on. Or Versace Flame. Either one of those, you are not going to work.
Man. I might have to wear. I don't know. No, I'm not gonna switch. I'm gonna but I might have to put them Flame on next week, man.
And put that flame on them. You gotta do that's a weekend or a girl fragrance.
Shit.
Going out with
Arrows Flame.
You can't. I got that upstairs. That's in a private section of my dresser. If I'm going to put that on, I'm going to wear the silk underwear. No cotton and night, baby. You taking off silk.
We slide with the silky, baby. We slide with the silky. But this man's gonna say ass ood is what he's wearing.
That's Ed Day.
That's every day.
Work life. Drive.
Hey, you hear what he
say? Well, tomorrow, this is what I'm wearing tomorrow.
Oh, my man got the Oud Noir. That's what I'm talking about.
Oh, okay, goodness.
Yeah, so you trying to cause some trouble too?
I don't have that one.
Yeah. Well, just so y'all know, Chris is a longtime friend of mine. Me and him went to elementary school together.
Oh, wow.
So that's my dog right there, man. Has been, always will be my dog. That's my boy right there, man. And believe it or not, now understand this. He may be one of the smartest men outside of JB that I've ever met in my entire life. Chris might be one of the smartest men. He was smart when we was children.
Yeah.
He was, you know how we say big words now, Base?
Uh-huh.
Chris was saying big words when we was like 15, 10,
Oh,
11.
damn.
He was saying big words then. I'm like, what the hell is this man talking about?
And middle school.
And middle school. Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, that's my dog, man. That's that. He been my boy for years, man. I'm telling you.
All right. That's
And
right.
we cannot see each other for years, and then we see each other again. It's like we never left, man. That's my dog, man. I'm telling you.
Like
That's family forever, man.
You never know that we haven't been together.
Oh, rare carbon. My man got the rare carbon. Hey, if anybody doesn't know what rare,
this is Friday.
This Friday. Oh, okay. Well, let me wait. Since you doing Friday fragrances, hold up, man. I already got mine.
Friday.
Hey, JB, I had to start him, didn't I?
I'm gonna wear Curve on Friday. Impact
Parfum.
I never heard that.
Don't you
Smoky
have?
sweet oud, bro. Huh?
What don't you have?
Everything else.
JB.
And I'm working on that.
Hey, look, and then he gonna say some shit I can't spell. Hey, look, hey, Grizz, you know Baltimore will fuck shit up. Yeah, Grizz wearing some older ass. What?
This nigga gonna say Jesus. First of all, we not that old, little nickel.
He made you go old nickel.
Hey, Chris, my man gonna say Jesus was our classmate. This is what happened when you got them young whippersnappers.
I don't know which one, but she says she's doing the Jimmy Choo on Friday. She got to go out with her friend to some plays, I think, on Friday.
Okay.
I think Miss Grizz might be wearing that honeybee one that just got.
Oh yeah, that bottle,
yeah. She might be wearing that honeybee, but that depends on what she wants to wear. I never ever tell her, or I don't even bother to suggest it. I let her handle her business and do her own thing.
Now, Grizz, now on the flip side, what does
you owe me $5?
Now on the flip side, does Miss Grizz, does she recommend you to wear a certain cologne?
Oh, let me wait a minute, hold on. Let me show y'all her favorite fragrance. So this is one of the fragrances. It's two of
He don't like to turn his ass to the camera, people.
I don't.
Thank you for the people. Hey, JB. Yeah. Thank you for the people in the back of the room.
Yeah, because he got to go to the wall of scents.
I love you dearly, bro.
Okay, but yeah, don't nobody want to see that. Hell, I don't want to see that shit.
I don't want to see mine. Look, I see. Hey, look, hey, JB, I see mine. I think it's a crime scene.
Wait a minute.
Well, see, this right here is the one Mrs. Grizz likes, bro. This might be her favorite fragrance that I have. Club de Nuit Intense Man.
Okay.
The quintessential Aventus clone.
Okay.
Damn that shit still. Damn it. That's
JB. It feels so good knowing I got one of the 15,000 that Grism pulled out.
Please, man, you got. Don't let Bates fool y'all, bro. He got as many. He got. Let me tell you one of the first things that I suggested to my brother, and he went out and got it. He got that right in the house right now.
And guess what? Hey, Grizz.
What's up?
And guess what? It's a corner. It's
a corner left.
I got a corner left.
Man, this is so goddamn good, man. Oh, man.
Hey, what the drug boy say? I need to re-up.
Sheila seemed to like 9 p.m. still to this day. She loves 9 p.m. When I wear 9 p.m., she loves it.
Man, 9 p.m. is still goated.
That's my shit.
It's go, and believe it or not, even though most people think even though a lot of people think that this is played out, this is the fragrance that helped me get my honey pie.
Whoa.
Or Savage, that'll never go out.
EDP. Some people think it's played out and out of style. Look,
I love it, bro.
This shit's still sexy. It's still sexy. Y'all, you go ahead and let people talk you out of smelling good if you want.
Like
let people talk you out of having a good time.
Like Gucci loafers out of style.
Nigga, please.
They never out of style. And if they
you'll be out of style before Gucci loafer is.
Right.
You know? Yes, Mr. He says I'll be pulling out the big guns, bro. I'll be pulling out. Now here's the thing: if you're trying to get special on them, if you're trying to get special on them, But if you don't mind smelling like powdered rose and oud,
Oh shit!
this is that one. Oud satin. This shit is satiny. It is a satiny ass fragrance. I don't know why I feel like I'm selling fragrances. I don't know.
You are.
I'm just putting people up on game, baby. I'm putting people up on game. This one right here, man. That oud satin. You see that juice color right there? It's satiny. I'm telling you, this one.
Okay.
Now, understand this. If you're not a confident man, you ain't gonna be able to wear this. It's gonna wear you.
Oh, okay.
But if you got a confident, especially if you pair it with a button up, like a polo or a tie and a suit, shit, man, you killing the game with this one.
Damn.
And this is only $35.
Oh shit.
Okay.
This is only $35. So, we got my man Rich up here. Hold up, man. Mr. Hunt is in the building. What's up, man?
No.
Hey, yo, first and foremost, I gotta say this, yo. My man Bay said he got some shit that he can't spell. Nigga, that's every word. Okay, Bay. Every goddamn word.
Hey, Rich. You wasn't supposed to tell nobody, bro.
My man said, I'm preach that. Yeah, bro. I'm telling you, you won't wear that fragrance right. It's gonna wear your ass.
Yeah, it will.
My man, giving the shout out to my man Rich.
Yo, what's up, Mr. He said. I'm driving, so I was trying to text and drive.
Oh, okay.
Jesus, don't do that.
Yeah, please don't do that, bro, because I don't want to hear nothing in the background that sounds like anything wrong that happened.
Oh no.
So just talk to him.
How that new commercial go? Nobody had to tell your mom and dad not to go around trying to type on their typewriter and drive.
Damn sure did.
But guess what? That's that same shit. People don't realize the same thing that you do to type on a damn phone is just like typing on a typewriter while you driving.
Right. And I don't, bro. Here's the thing. If I can't talk that shit, I do talk to text. If I have to answer somebody quickly, I do talk to text. But what you get is what you get, because sometimes talk to text spells like I do. And I can't spell worth shit. So sometimes talk to text be saying some crazy shit. Right. Like it'll call somebody like God forbid if I'm ever trying to say something sweet to my woman over talk to text, and that damn talk to text call my woman a rhino or some shit like that. So then now you gotta I gotta fix that.
And now you're trying to talk nasty to her and shit. And you and that bitch like, hey, when I get home, I'ma fuck the shit out you. And it changed it to you like, when you get home, I want you to stick it in my ass. Like,
no, that just means that it's projecting what you really want. That's what it sounds like. That's just doing. That's disgusting. But anyway, go ahead, brother.
I said, I see you at 6. It said, see you, bitch. I was like, what?
Yeah, man. And then now you the subject.
This is my mom.
That's why that talk to text. I don't mess around too much with that talk to text. If it's not simple shit, I don't use it. If I'm going to have a whole conversation, man, look, I can't tell you how many times I have used talk to text to say a lot of stuff, and somebody texts me back, "Are you okay?"
Did you just have a conniption?
What the fuck you mean, I'm fine. What you mean, I'm okay? And then I look at what I just wrote.
Have your shit ever been just left on after you use it?
Oh, hell yeah. God, jeez, man. And then I'm sitting there having a random conversation somewhere else. And I'm saying some shit that I would never and I send it. And it's out there now. They would come, who the fuck was you talking to? Hey, man, I was having 2 conversations at once. I'm my bad. My bad.
That shit crazy.
But the worst part was when he texted me back. He was like, talk to text? ?
Yeah.
He knew it wasn't me.
That's what people know.
I said, but you never know. You gotta be careful with that.
Hell yeah, man. But you know what? I think we had a ball tonight. I had fun with this one tonight. It was a really good conversation. Yeah. So y'all already know we got to get my man JB up here so he can tell every single one of y'all to where y'all can find him and the fellas every single Monday night.
I'm an uninvited guest, never here, but thank you for having me, Grizz. But Monday nights, 8:05, the Grown Man Click Podcast. We are on Facebook. We're on YouTube. We're on Instagram now. You definitely need to come check us out. It's me, Scott T, Richie Rich, and my boy Mafe and Van Gogh. We come in, we talk about it, we act about it, and we act a fool. Of course, you're going to see Grizz, sometimes Bass. J. Nicole pops in. We had a peanut gallery. My wife is there all the time. So we just have a good time on Monday nights. So if you're in the mood for some great conversation and a great show and great topics, come to the Grown Man Click Podcast, Mondays, 8:05. Thank you so much, Chris.
Of course. Thank you, brother. He said, appreciate you, my brother. Thank you for popping in, my guy. Brother Rich, what you got? Well, do you want to tell them what you have going on, my friend?
Oh, shit.
Listen. Jay already said it. Every Monday we be coming.
You know what? Pause.
I did not say that shit.
and JB, it would take Rich to talk about Christmas nuts, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Hey man, you gotta hear these Christmas songs I got there.
No, we don't. We've heard. We know.
No, hey, Rich, they more like Christmas songs.
Hey, probably what you want.
Them Christmas Bass used to talk about.
Oh, Bass don't talk about crusty panties no more. He done fell in love and shit.
Oh,
Yo ain't the same Bass no more.
Hey, Rich.
He has a beautiful soul now.
I know you ain't talking new Papa.
Hey, man, I ain't ashamed of my guy, nigga. Tell me what you want. I gave up a whole title. I don't give a fuck.
My man gave up the Slut Gang CEO.
Yes,
he put it in the music now.
Yeah, he does. All in the goddamn music. Anyway, Brother Bass, can you please give the folks words of wisdom before we check on about here?
Words of wisdom. It's the world is so fucked up right now, and division is such a big thing now. But if we could just learn to love each other, boy, it will make a world of difference. And it starts with one.
Yep.
It starts with one.
That's it.
I just pray for world peace. That's all.
That's it.
Yep.
Hey, man, that's what I'm talking about. So, everybody, once again, I want to thank you guys for coming over here to the Sophisticated Grizzly Podcast. Please make sure that you like, share, and subscribe to the content because it helps the channel to grow. Make sure you hit that bell icon so you can get notified every time I upload a video, anytime we decide to go live, because my name is Mr. Diaz Teddy. And if you like what we had to say, we love you. We appreciate you. Please continue to come back and tell all your friends about what we got going on over here. Unless they on some bullshit, don't tell them nothing. But if you don't like what we had to say and you got a problem with what we had to say tonight on this here show, you got some shit that you need to say about what we had to say tonight, you already know what I say. You can just go ahead and shut your mouth. Shut your black ass mouth. Nobody asked you. Good night.
Sophisticated Grizzly, mostly passion, caution, dedication, caution, fragrance, summer leader, Porsche, deal is Teddy, it's time, Porsche, deal is Teddy, Grizzly, sex appeared in caution, passion, dedication,